Did you see what's happening in Ashland, Kid Rock, and Nickelback?
Oh, I might have to go to that.
So we're in the driveway today working on Chase's, what year?
2011.
2011 CRV. So as you saw, we did spark plugs, a backup camera, and a stereo. So today we're going to do rear brake pads. This is a super simple, straightforward job. That's a 19 millimeter to get the wheels off. Go ahead and jerk those off there. You'll need a 12 millimeter to get the brake caliper off. As you can see, what we did was we went to the rear diff carrier, subframe, whatever you call it. We have 2 jack stands there. This side's already done, so we're gonna start on this side. So, wheels off. Sir, 2 12s. You will have a 12 right there, and a 12 right there. Nope, you had it right.
I had it right?
Yep, because it's backwards.
Yeah, okay.
So if they're stuck and they won't come loose, what you can do, give them a little tappy. Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay. Now,
Oh,
little advice. Break both of them loose first. Because if you take this one loose and while you're trying to bend this one, it will pivot the caliper. Okay, boom. Pull those out.
Fully? Fully?
Yep, take them all the way out.
I gotcha. Sorry, not very quick.
Okay, pull them pads out. Pull your caliper off.
That's the...
Yup. I just kind of grab it and just kind of, if it gets stuck, you can use a flathead. I just kind of
muscle it.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Pads are off. So if you will notice on the pads here, the inner one has these teeth. So what else we're going to do is we got new hardware. Pop that hardware off there. You can use a flathead or your hands.
Should come right off.
Yep. Okay. So the new ones, like I was telling Chase, anywhere metal meets metal. So this metal will meet that metal. You can put it on here, you can put it on there, whatever. It sits right there, so metal will touch metal, as you can see. So, a little bit right there. This is a good time too if you want to wire brush it, whatever. These pads are not bad, about 25%, but the shop told him to change them, so we're going to go ahead and change them because we're already in here.
Sorry, running low here.
Yep, I've got more.
Perfect.
He got really nice brake pads. They came with some, but it didn't come with a lot. And we also re-greased his sliders, so we may have to get a little bit more. So that's good to keep a tube. Sir, you need more?
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
That's really, really thick, so be careful.
All right, gotcha. Yeah, looks like it. All right.
Okay, so these will go on. So notice these have little teeth.
So they go
The
down.
teeth. Oh.
We're supposed to.
Yep.
Go.
Okay, and if you have trouble popping them on, you can take your ratchet, tap them on, a screwdriver, whatever.
This here.
And then plus your pads will help seat them too when we put the new pads in.
Well. Someone to go in there.
Take your ratchet.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, now take the butt of your ratchet and just give it a little tappy poo to make sure.
This one.
Both of them. Okay. Okay, now since we're going to have pads, as you can see, the pads will ride right there, so we will put grease on the ears of the pads.
That is thick, man. No kidding, huh? I'm turning into a mess.
Okay, so now that will go there.
Sorry, you got that paper towel? Yeah, thank you. Don't want to get it on the pad or the rotor.
Yep, do not get it on the pad or the rotor.
So it goes.
Yep.
That way. Sorry. Can't tell. This is not my day job. All right, there we go.
Okay. Cool. So now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take our C-clamp and compress this because the piston is in a little bit. So we need it all the way out. So what we'll do is we'll take our old pad, which Jason's gonna pull that one out.
Maybe. There we go.
Take your old pad this way.
This way here.
So get it there and there. Give it a little twisty poo. It will compress. And it will move. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, take this back apart. Take the other brake pad. Grease me.
Oops, sorry.
He's gonna put some grease on those ears.
Jesus, so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's what does come out.
Goopy.
Yeah.
So right. Yeah. So this has teeth, as you can see. The teeth go inside the piston of the caliper. And that's where they will live. Okay, if you're having trouble getting it to go in, you can take your C-clamp and compress it, or you can take a mallet or a hammer and tap it in. Just give it a little tappy poo. And if it's having trouble going in, make sure all the teeth are aligned, because sometimes one of them will pop out and miss. Ta-da! And then it goes in. Like that. You'll feel it bottom out. So what else we're going to do while we're here is we're going to grease. Some people tell you don't have to do this. I do this every time brakes are apart. Every time I change pads or rotors. These are what your calipers slide on. So what we'll do, I'll grab a shop pad. Okay. Shop towel. Wipe that off. Wipe all the old grease off, get it good and clean. You can hit it with brake clean if you want to. I don't. Don't put new grease on it. What I like to do is put a blob on the end, because as you go through this boot, you'll lose some. But when you put it on the end and it goes in and bottoms out, it squishes out and spreads out over the. And obviously put some on the sides. I always say go not like super heavy, but get a good liberal. Get a good Joe Biden coating on there.
Alright.
Okay.
Here we go.
Slide it back in until it bottoms out. You'll feel it go. Make sure, boom. There's a lip on here that has to go inside that boot. I have seen people not do that, and this gets salt and rust and corrosion. All right, pull that bottom one out. Yeah. Okay. Same thing. Wipe it clean. Jason, is this your first ever brake job?
It is.
Sweet.
It's not so bad.
How much did you pay for these pads?
These were like kind of the top of the line, so the last thing they only had really, and they were about $66 after tax. So not too bad.
No.
A lot cheaper in a shop.
$66 and an hour of our labor.
Yes.
Okay. Boop. Cool. And if when you push this in, if you have grease come around, sometimes you'll have a lot of grease come out, like overspray, wipe it off. So now what we're going to do, we're going to try and get this caliper and that pad.
This is the trick.
Yeah, it fought us on the other side. Because the hardware is what the problem is. Give me that. All right. Like I said, sometimes it takes a little
Persuasion there.
little love. Cool. All right. So now that we've persuaded it a little bit, bolt. I had them.
You.
Yep. Put your bolts back in. Same as taking them out. Get both of them started. Okay. Now, as you're tightening this, you will see it wants to spin. You can take your ratchet. We'll go ahead and get the top one snug. Okay, as you can see, it's wanting to spin. You can take a socket or a ratchet, or like, you know, a box end, or a pair of pliers, and just hold it and snug it down. Okay. Cool, that one's getting snug. So then I'm going to go to the bottom. Grab it on the bottom like that. All you're doing is keeping it from spinning. Okay? Cool. It's tight. Now we'll do the top. Cool. It's tight. We have just changed the brake pads. If you need to change your rotors, it'll be 2 more bolts. Those look like maybe like 14s or so. And the rotor will come off and you just change it. So we just changed our brake pads. So what we're going to do now is we'll put the wheels back on, drive it up and down the road, listen for noises, make sure everything's good. Okay? And I'll throw the wheels on. And now we're going to take a test drive. Before you pull out of the driveway, we have now compressed the brake caliper to where it's all the way in. So that means you need to pump up your brake till you get pedal again to relearn that memory so the pads are touching. I one time was in a hurry after doing brake pads, put the car in drive and went to drive out to the end of the driveway, and the pedal went to the floor, so I very quickly had to, before I went over the hill. Do you have brake pedal?
I'm starting to get it. There it is. A couple times.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Put it in drive. When you get to the end of the driveway, come to a stop. Oh, hold on. What is that? Something's making noise.
I hear that.
Hold on. I bet the hardware's touching.
Well,
Hold on. Back up. Yep. Back up more. That's what it is, the hardware's touching. We had a little noise. The hardware, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, it had got deformed when we put it on, like it's bent. So we've replaced the hardware, put the old hardware back on. It's good now. All right, you have brake pedal, right?
Not yet. Here we go. There. It's back.
Okay, now roll it into the driveway and stop. Okay, you got full pedal?
Just about.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Since we can't go that way, go here and turn right. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn right. Now what you're going to do, get up to about 20 miles an hour and slow down, but don't like stomp the brake. Slow, gradual, like almost let them drag and come to a complete stop at the stop sign. Okay, so you're going to go from 20 to 0. Okay, now we're going to turn right. Okay. Now get up to about 30. Do the same thing. It's a good thing about living in a neighborhood is you can do this.
Yeah, don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, just square the block. Get up to about 30. All right, now do the same thing. Not hard, but just gradual. Come down to about a 0.
Too gradual? Or?
Okay, now go up here and turn right.
Let me stop all there.
Yep. Now go right here, turn right up here, and go straight, and we'll get up to about 40 and do it. Right? Monday at 7. Oh, I'm missing the neighborhood meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Flying through this neighborhood real
Yeah.
quick.
All right, you ready?
Sorry.
All right, you can do it. Okay. Come to a complete stop.
Working on it.
Okay, now turn right. Okay, and we'll do it again. You can do 30, 40, whatever you want to. Kingston Road. That's over there. That's like 4 streets over. I'm gonna go in and kick the door down and be like, I run this neighborhood.
I am the HOA.
Yeah. Did you ask me if you could do that? No. All right, then you can't do it.
In fact, install that at my house.
Do you have HOA?
Huh.
Nah. That's one thing I was like, I will not own a HOA. Well, the dudes are only, I don't care. All right, we're coming down to a stop.
I don't want someone telling me
What I can do.
can't do to my own house.
Hang a Ralph. Okay. Come up to a stop again. Cool. And we'll pull back in the driveway. Everything feel better?
Yeah.
Everything's fine. You can tell a difference.
Oh yeah.
We need rotors, so probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks you will see a video going to do rear rotors. So that's it. Make sure, please hit that like, that subscribe button. Helps me make more videos, and the more videos I make, the less I have to go to my day job. Did you see what's happening in Ashland, Kid Rock and Nickelback?
Oh, I might have to go to that.
So